Hey guys, we're back, Q here, and we're finally doing that review for eFootball PES 2021 Lite. Now, I usually tend to get these reviews up as soon as possible, but due to a couple circumstances, that wasn't even possible. If you want to know about those circumstances, because they're a bit interesting, you can check out my podcast, That Beautiful Life. A link will be somewhere in the description, or somewhere on the screen you will see it listed. It's on pretty much every podcast app. Also, it should be noted that I do have a fairly good relationship with the people at Konami, but I always try not to let my personal biases affect what I do professionally. So, without further ado, let's jump into the review. Konami have continued the tradition of releasing portions of their premier football game for free with the release of PES 2021 Lite for the PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The game is also playable on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S via backwards compatibility, but don't expect much improvements on those platforms outside of maybe loading times. I'm also going to make this quite clear because this is a question I get every year. This does have a limited offline multiplayer mode in the game, which means you can play kickoff matches with your friends on the same system. Stop asking me the same questions every year, guys. I say it at the beginning of the review. If you missed this and put this in the comment section, I'm not going to respond to your comment. Also, if you wish to play Master League or with any of the other teams in the top leagues, then you need to get the full version of the game of PES 2021 update. So in a sense, you can consider this as a demo with a tacked on free-to-play mode. So with the minor questions out of the way, let's talk about the game. Like the previous versions of this title, PES 2021 Lite is an online free-to-play title at its core with limited single-player options. So despite having access to tournaments and kickoff, you'll be limited by the teams you can use and the options you'll have. As a games as a service title, it should also be noted that kids and adults with gambling problems or addictive personalities should not be playing this title. Despite having what we consider to be a fairly favorable loot box system, it's still a randomized loot system to incentivize spending. They may be favorable now, however, such systems can be changed on the fly in relation to the ambitions of the publisher. Those outside the aforementioned vulnerable groups with an interest in football will likely find a pleasant experience in PES 2021 Lite for the PC and home consoles.
Hoists it forward. He's got the ball, big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish. It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
For this review, we used the PC and PlayStation 4 Pro versions of the game. Both run at their best settings, performing smoothly with the same gameplay and visuals as the full game. Again, to reiterate, this is just a vertical slice of PES 2021 update with a healthy focus on MyClub. Now, this is also a question I get fairly frequently, so I thought I'd include it in the review. To install PES 2021 Lite, you first need to visit the store page for PES 2021 update on either the PSN, XBLA or Steam. There you should see the option to install PES 2021 Lite. The installation should be somewhere around 40 gigs in total, but you should probably clear between 50 and 60 gigs as a precaution. PES 2021 is a game that receives constant updates, and since it's an online focused title, you won't have the option to opt out. So clear that space and strap in for the ride. That ride being a year worth of MyClub support. After that year, we'll be looking at PES 2022. Now, MyClub the mode has been a part of PES since PES 2015, and like its competitor FIFA Ultimate Team, it has gone through numerous changes year on year. This, however, is the first year that MyClub has not had any notable updates. It's exactly the same as last year's MyClub, but since that version of the game is no longer supported with updates, fans of the mode are forced to switch. Switching from PES 2020 Lite to PES 2021 Lite will result in you having to start your club all over. No data carries over other than maybe your control preferences. Thankfully, PES is usually generous with top players and legends, so you'll likely be able to build the beast of a team before long. If you purchase one of the special edition versions of PES 2021 update, you'll also gain special iconic moment players along with weekly consumables. They've also made it possible for the most dedicated PES players to earn even more points on the mobile version of the game than use them on other platforms. By creating a universal currency shared across multiple connected systems, it's made acquiring points and players an easier undertaking. In an ideal circumstance, you'll likely complete a few challenges on the train ride on the way home, then use those points to acquire top-class players for your MyClub team on PlayStation or on the PC. That being said, if the year 2020 has taught us anything, is that ideal circumstances aren't guaranteed, and being vigilant is always the best option. Vigilant of such systems in which the publisher can increase the grind should they desire. If this becomes true, then it will be a major step back for the mode, but for now, it seems like a net positive to the experience. As for every other aspect of MyClub, it's the same as last year's game. You collect players via scouts and agents, basically PES's alternative to packs. You can also improve how well your players play by placing them in the right positions, hire the best managers for your style, and train them using consumables or naturally by involving them in matches. Matches can also be played via online and offline challenges, along with or against friends, or sim using the AI. Those familiar with all of this will feel right at home, while newcomers are encouraged to pay attention during the tutorials and seek out more tutorials via YouTube or forums. The mode in of itself has a lot of depth, and not all of it will be fully covered in the in-game tutorial. Those who maybe want to learn a bit more about MyClub can also feel free to check out our PES 2020 review, which is also up on the channel. There'll be a link somewhere on here for you guys to see.
He's gone for goal against the crossbar. Good take, and he's gone for it. No mistake. And that could well be the winner. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
So, with all that I've had to say so far about this game, here's my final verdict. PES Lite has pretty much become a formality with the PES series. Every year, the full game releases on PC and consoles, then a few months later, Konami drops the Lite version. PES 2021 Lite is exactly that. At the beginning of the review, it was compared to a demo with full access to the free-to-play mode, MyClub, and that's the most accurate way to describe it. If you're interested in collecting players via a randomized system, then taking them online to challenge others, then this is the game for you. It's free to play, so as long as you keep your credit card in another dimension, it should have no problems. As for those with more of a footy appetite outside of MyClub, you should take a look at the full game PES 2021 Lite update. It's the full version to PES Lite and retails at about $30 US, so half the price of a regular MSRP. And if you're interested in why that is, then you're going to want to watch our full review right here. Reviews like this one are created thanks in part to the support of spectacular viewers like yourself. To make sure you don't miss out on anything we do, like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you wish to support us even further, you can subscribe to our other channels, the podcast That Beautiful Life, use our Amazon affiliate links, or donate to our Patreon. Links to all are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.